popularly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Denver. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Nick's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
At the same spot after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Nick's from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one.
180. What's that?
Gibbs. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
What? 20.
From the gun, Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Knicks now on 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not if series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
We go, Todd! 180! Super 1!
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Cut! 20.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
So first down from the 41.
We go, Todd! 20! What's up?
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
180! What's that?
Goff to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Obama! We go, Todd! 180! Maverick! Hey, kill!
He put a receiver in motion left.
Turbo,
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception! Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On first down, it's Nix. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Nix now to throw. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Captain. Oh, my son.
They'll throw again. Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Goff on third. Fires right away, but incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing a 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Oh, my son.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Oh, my son.
Play action with Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Shotgun handed off to Harvey. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Tyleek Williams in on the play.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Get some space around midfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Nix with it on 1st. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's got Sutton complete. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start to fight back with their first points of this game. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
We go tonight.
Drive begins with Gibbs. He's got room to roam. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play good for 17 on a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know
It's a gain of
it can set the
17
table for more.
First down, Lions.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down throw from Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. Second and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10.
Oh, my son.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Drops it down, Harvey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offense to line. This is second and 4.
Oh, my son. Ready. Ready, my son.
Nix from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Lions get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Up the gut they go with Gibbs. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
34-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Cut. Block 20. Attack.
Another one for Gibbs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Cut. 5. 5. Left with 12.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. That's complete to Sloan. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A pickup of 17. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Almost set.
Giving this to Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Almost set.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Almost set. Ready. Middle.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Mile High in just a moment. On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Back to return is Jalen Knoll. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Christian Harris on the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Super. 180.
Slot receivers headed left. Off now on 3rd down. Got his man. This is Knoll. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. He was there, he just couldn't corral it. So 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On 2nd and 10. Goff. Caught. This is Knoll. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Prior to 1st down, they decided to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
We go tonight. White 20. Turbo.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
180.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Escapes the pocket. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Harvey now to return it. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
24-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Bombers. Oh, I said.
Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Worthy now to return it. Making some progress here. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. From the gun, Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Second down, give to Harvey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Nick's now to throw. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Here's Nix. Krul finds his back. Harvey. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Pat Bryant on that throw. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Once more, it's Nix. That one connects. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here. Throwing again. Here's Nix. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
Broncos 13. Daniel Carlson set to kickoff.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Weeks away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Throwing is gone. Brought in right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
20.
Third and long for him here. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Another one caught by St. Brown. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
We'll go, Todd. 180.
Putting the tight end in motion.
What's that?
Throwing again, it's Goff. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one, and they've got the football too. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Look.
Again, Goff. He has the first over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 19.
Nix from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Nix finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
Complete to number 14, Cortland Sutton. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Third and long. They're going to throw. That one finds his man, Ingram. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. A close call that time, Brock, whether that was interference or not, but it doesn't end up mattering as the catch was made and the penalty was declined.
Yeah, I don't envy these officials, these back judges, side judges who typically make those interference calls. There's so much contact in this game, but to your point, it really matters. The offense decides to decline. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Nix to throw again. Hits him on the in route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Flag 20. Turbo set.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 24 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
They send a tight end in motion. On first down, right back to Gibbs. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Red. Cowboy 80.
He takes off with it. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Come on. 76. Help. 76. 76. Like
From the gun, Goff. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion. I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Almost set. Captain. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
16 yards. That's good for the Broncos.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Ingram's got another one. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Bombers.
Nix with it on 1st. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
Almost set. Olay.
Once more, it's Nix. That's caught. He found some space. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Almost set.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Nix leading the Broncos to the line for this 2-point try.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Lions 31, Broncos 19.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions go up by 19.
38, Broncos 19.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Harvey now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. He'll get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
first and 10.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Looks like a design run here for Willis. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's a designed run for Willis. So the Lions get the win on the road. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely.